Hello there, all you beautiful people. My name is Lebushki, and welcome back to another movie review. This time for the film Obsession. Now, I had heard quite a bit about this movie, but despite that, I did not know what I was getting into going into it. Basically, all that I had heard was that this movie freaking rules. It rocks, it's amazing, go see it. Did I know anything about it? No. The only thing I'd ever seen was the one brief trailer where he calls the helpline asking if he can change a wish. That's all I've seen. So it's just a brief, very a minute scene that they used as teaser trailer. So I knew nothing going in. I didn't really know what I was signing up for. All I did was hope for the best that this would be a good movie. And oh my goodness, was it a good movie? This is probably, at least so far, my favorite horror movie of the year. And it's going band for band with 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which I also really enjoyed. So I don't know. I'll have to watch those back to back to kind of decide, but that'll be something for the end of the year when I drop my top 10 of the year. So without further ado, let's just get into it. This movie works so well on freaking vibes alone. It's not explicitly jump scaring you at all, but it's just every scene is just uncomfortable. It's awkward, it's weird, and it kind of puts you on edge. And because of that, I just think it's a fantastic, terrifying slapdash of both dark comedy and horror. Because there can be a scene, and it would be a funny scene, not funny like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious, but oh my gosh, that's so dark, you know? There will be jokes that are made that, aren't necessarily appropriate or, things said just to kind of get out of a situation or avoid a situation. And it's funny, just not in the typical funny way. And so you're kind of battling with these kind of goofy characters, and then the vibe will just completely switch and it will be terrifying. But I gotta say, all in all, there's a great message about insecurity, ego, and autonomy. Because essentially, just to break it down for you guys, the main character, Baron, has a crush on this girl, Nikki, a serious crush. And they're just friends. They're nothing really beyond that. But Baron really, really likes her and really wants her. So he gets a little stick, a make-a-wish stick or whatever, and makes a wish that she'll love him more than anyone in the world. And she does. But throughout the entire beginning of the movie, before this event takes place, Baron is incredibly insecure, and he's all like, "Oh, I should tell Nikki, but I'm scared of what will happen. I don't think she'll actually like me," and all this crap. But then once he finally does tell her, which he never really does, she just all of a sudden is like, "Oh, you like me now?" And, you know, switches up because of I guess, well, we'll just call it a spell. The way she switches up, she completely loses her autonomy as a human and basically just becomes a bit of Baron's personal slave, essentially, which, of course, boosts his ego. So the story kind of centers around this insecure, fragile male ego who seeks to possess the woman he likes. Little does he know, she is possessed by more than just love for him. I gotta say, this is one of the most unpredictable and unsettling films I've ever seen. It will be going down one path, and before you know it, it is veered straight to the left, and you are just off in Neverland, seeing and just witnessing the most insane things. It was fantastic. I could never have predicted what was going to happen, when it happened, how it happened. Just the point from A in the beginning to the point at the end, we'll say Z. I could not have predicted, and I absolutely loved that. I love to be taken for a surprise. I love to be enthralled and thrilled and scared. Although the thing is, it's this wasn't really like a scary movie, but it was creepy. There was never a moment where I didn't have goosebumps or the hair on my arms or the back of my neck was standing up. 'Cause it's the kind of movie where it takes something so simple, a relationship that's not really a relationship, if you will, and it just twists it around and makes something completely dark from it. And a lot of the unpredictability and the excellence of this movie comes from generational performances from our two main characters whose pictures I have here. Michael Johnson and I believe it's Indy Navarrete. I don't know if that's incorrect. If that is incorrect, I am so sorry. Michael Johnson does fantastic. He is this whiny, insecure, pretty much man child, but he plays it very well. He plays it so well. It's very convincing. One second you love him and you feel bad for him, and then the next you realize he's kind of a huge piece of garbage. And that little character arc, that's not much of a character arc, but kind of his deterioration of who he is and what he actually wanted. It's fantastically well done. But MVP, I said Michael Johnson did a generational performance. Indy Navarrete did a world dominating performance. So far, her performance is my favorite from this year. It was mind boggling, mind blowing. Like it's like a nuclear warhead went off in my brain. Holy freaking moly. Is she good? She's beyond good. She's ascended beyond excellent, beyond phenomenal, all of my adjectives that I have. She is god tier in terms of performance. The way she speaks, the way she acts, the way she moves, everything about her was so off-putting and so well done. You could have convinced me she was genuinely an AI, the way she moved. She was so unnatural in the things that she did, and it drove the scare factor up and the unpredictability up. She was moving like a stop motion character, which had me pissing my pants in the theater. The way she could immediately switch from laughing to just this death glare. Uh, she was phenomenal. If you are going to see this movie, price of admission is Indy Navarrete alone. She is wonderful. This girl has got a great future ahead of her if she can drop performances like that. I know the Oscars snubs horror movies all the time, but if you're going to give a nomination to anyone, her Indy Navarrete is more than freaking deserving of it. She's deserving to win. I don't know. I mean, Oscars are a while away for now, but holy crap, is she something to behold. And last and final thing is just the juxtaposition of vibes and color via camera work and honestly via score and soundtrack as well. It this kind of ties in with the top one, my top pro that I put up there, the dark comedy and horror. 1 second Bear and Nikki are, in love, they're all cute and everything, and the next thing Nikki's giving you a 1,000-yard stare asking why you don't love her, and the music's cut out. The camera work has up close shots instead of the wider angles. The color is usually a lot of warm tones, lots of beiges, lots of whites, lots of grays. It never feels too overpowering. It's relaxing, it's comfortable, but there's so much discomfort in that comfort. And that's what makes it so good. I don't know much about Curry Barker as a director. I don't really know anything about him at all, but man, for a directorial debut, from what I've been told or from what I can gather, this is his fantastic. This movie is a beautiful spin on a traditional Make-A-Wish type of narrative, and it just goes off the rails and completely bananas. And my oh my, I cannot believe how much I love this movie. I've just been like, talking about it and thinking about it since I got out of the theater. So this is definitely something I want to see again. I probably will end up seeing it again. I might be able to combine it with the Backrooms movie when that comes out, and I'll just have a nice little day of awesome horror. Fingers crossed. Very hopeful. But I give this an A plus, 100 out of 100. Unique, memorable, terrifying, heartfelt, but also heart wrenching. I I can't believe that a movie came out this good. I have fallen within the last couple of years. I've fallen deeply in love with horror as it's become more unique, more experimental, and they've kind of gone off the rails with some of their crazy stuff. But I've got to admit, I am in love with it. They have been doing so great making scary films off of traditional everything. So, yeah, go see Obsession. Not even a doubt in my mind. Everyone should see this. Everyone should experience the fear, the oddity, the horror. It's one of those perfect movie going experiences. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta see this again. Like even just talking about it, I'm like, I gotta go see this. Again, just But that's all I have to say. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed another movie review. As always, go see a movie in theaters. They're meant to be seen in theaters, so that's where you should go, especially if you're going to see this movie. But it doesn't have to be this movie. It can be whatever you want. Just go see it in theaters. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the whole drill. There'll be a playlist linked in the description below with my other movie reviews that you can check out. I've been Lebushki. This has been another movie review. Hope you all have a wonderful day doing as you shall be doing, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take it easy. Peace out.